So we can go straight into the captain's question after that then. Um, so this is a question. Who is your favorite Star Wars character of the moment? So don't give me the guy you always say, I love this one obscure guy, he's always my favorite. I put him on the pedestal. I have a bobblehead. No, like for the moment, like what is your just kind of for whatever reason, whether you read a comic or you like to fly him, who's your favorite Star Wars character of the moment? Um, J-Bot, should we go to you first?
No, I'm gonna skip. I know who it is. I just can't remember the name right off the top of my head. Really bad with names.
All
I
right,
have, but yeah, skip me for just a second. I'm looking up the name.
I
Jake the
could,
Break.
yeah, you got it. My favorite character in the moment is General Grievous. I think we all know who this kind of classic character is. He's that cyborg, half robot, half strange alien reptilian warrior,
Yeah, but
and
isn't he always your favorite?
he is always my favorite. He's also my in the moment favorite. He's he's the all around guy. I keep on falling back to him. I'm in love with the guy. What can I say? He's robot, and I can work with him. I can respect him. And four lightsabers. Like
He's not a robot. He's a cyborg.
that's true. He would actually be very offended for me calling him a robot. But just four lightsabers, spinning blades of death. You can't go wrong. I mean,
All right. Well, what about a secondary? Even just like yeah, I've been looking at this guy. He kind of intrigues me.
if I
Or
had to
lady.
choose it, yeah. If I had to choose a secondary, I would probably go with. Hmm. I don't think I would be able to choose a specific name, a character name, but the Jawa on Tatooine that sells Uncle Owen the droids is has been one of my favorites for a long time. I mean, I love the species of Jawas, little desert scavengers, and I love that they just try and sell kind of broken down droids for a profit and try and repair them. That's got to be my next choice.
All right. Well, to get you guys in the spirit, I'll go next because I just want to throw out there. I like Dengar lately because he kind of his ship just came out. I kind of looked him up. I've been looking at him. The Star Wars Battlefront, the Bespin downloaded content just came out, and he's the new Imperial character, and he's a monster. He's got that machine gun, based on that old World War II German one, and he's got explosives, and he's just a total beast in that game. He can just rip people apart. And so I got to play tonight, with a 100-point list. I think for the second time with Dengar and a non-optimal build, and I think it's a cool ship. It's just fun. I really like it. I really like a turreted ship, but you still want to be in the front arc. And um, I just think Dengar is a neat little choice. Like blow things up, and so that's just my of the
I could
moment.
never get over Dengar's kind of look. I'll be honest with you. I just never could get over the. It really does just look like the toilet paper wrapped around the head. Like
He chose the toilet toilet theme in Bounty Hunter School.
right.
Yeah.
It's like he got stuck with it. He was the last person to choose his outfit. And he's like, oh man, this is gonna be bad.
See, I didn't know anything about Dengar at first, and I actually read like the Bounty Hunter Awards, and he stinks in that. He sucks. He's not interesting in that. He's all like whiny and "Ooh," and Boba Fett's amazing. And I was like, I didn't really care for that series, and I probably just made it 100 enemies right there. But it was kind of like, But then they announced the ship, and I just kind of like, and it was in Clone Wars, and I just kind of, I don't know. The ship came out of the moment. I'm really digging him. And he's a beast in that game. So, of the moment. So just like right now, he's not my favorite all-time character, but I like him right now.
Hmm.
All right, Phil.
Question: does it have to be canon, or official in some way, or can it be maybe like a fan-made character?
Oh, now you're reaching, but I guess it could be anything. But I'm hoping once again it's just of the moment. So doesn't have to be your all-time.
Because well, so I'll do two, and they're pretty similar. Fan-made would have to be Creepio. Now, I know you and Jake know about Creepio. I'm not sure if Jonathan has watched the Oral Knots Star Wars, but Creepio is the version of C-3PO in the Oral Knots Star Wars parody videos.
Flesh, you promised me
Yes.
flesh.
He's obsessed with because Anakin builds him without skin. He's obsessed from that moment on with acquiring flesh and becoming more human by killing people and attaching their body parts to him. And he has a huge he has like big time daddy issues. He's always trying to live up to his father's expectations. He is eventually responsible for the destruction of Alderaan. By
name, Alderaan. Manchurian candidate. Yeah.
So I find Creepio hilarious. And then Creepio might have actually... I think that Creepio actually inspired a character in a comic book series. So,
oh yeah,
Marvel.
The Marvel Darth Vader series has a protocol droid that works for Darth Vader.
000.
000.
He's actually an assassin bot, but he's meant to look like a protocol.
Yeah, he's really messed up.
Yes.
So he specializes in torturing people and just all sorts of sadistic stuff. But he has sort of the personality of a protocol droid. So he's good for a lot of laughs.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, I did find out that they're actually going to end the Darth Vader series with episode 25.
Yeah.
Which
that's sad days.
Not because it didn't sell well or anything like the Kanan, which actually it sold amazing when it started, and then it didn't do as well. It lost half its sell people, but it was still better than any other Marvel line that wasn't Star Wars. But they still canceled it. I'm still a bit bitter about that. But they're just going to go so far, and their story is going to be complete. And they're going to end it.
Well, in a sense that it almost makes sense, because when you think about it, the Darth Vader comic, which is, by the way, in case any of our listeners haven't checked it out, it's highly worth it. It's really a very good series. But it does take place between episode 4 and 5. So, there's only so much content that they can really cram in there between those two time frames. And you also don't want to go overboard with too much storytelling, because then it might take away from actually what's canon in the movie.
Yeah.
But having said that,
the story group probably wants to explore that space.
Exactly. Yeah.
They have the moment where Darth Vader figures out it's his son is Luke Skywalker.
Coolest moment in any comic book I've ever read.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, but that was the strike. So Phil, that was yours. Good choices. I like those. I was a little scared when you said fanfic, so I was. All right, so
some crazy ones in the fan fiction world.
Creepio is pretty crazy, but
true. I just meant the fan.
This is my kind of crazy.
From DotsHoundLover _3, I read this. Anyways,
Skippy the Jedi astromech droid.
Yeah,
Right.
hasn't everybody written a fan
real.
fiction? I mean, I thought that was part of the deal. Y'all haven't written a fan fiction?
I have not.
I'm disappointed in you. Really disappointed. I mean, I've got a 300-page novel written, ready to go. As soon as they tap me on the shoulder, hey man, we need your story. Like if they run out, I'm there. So y'all just let anybody know it's ready to go at a moment's notice. Okay, so I found the name. I'm really bad with names. It's Sabine from the Rebels cartoon.
Yeah.
I am a massive fan of the Mandalorian kind of look. I always have been since, obviously, from Boba Fett. So you don't really see female versions of that very often. And for whatever reason, I just think it's cool and that she kind of expresses her character through artistic sort of things. Between, I guess, like the paintings and I guess I don't know what is it? Spray paint, the equivalent of graffiti and spray paint in the Star Wars universe. To me, it's a very kind of, at least from what I've seen of the Rebels, and I've only watched, half a dozen, 7 or 8 episodes so far. It's very different from kind of a cliche character for me. Obviously, I mentioned that I do a little writing. a lot of the other ones in the show seem very cliche, and it's just a little different. It's outside the kind of realm of what you'd expect to be thrown in this kind of hodgepodge of characters and a kind of a situation comedy sort of feel. And she kind of sticks out as she doesn't always really fit into this group, of kind of standard classic TV show tropes, but it still works. It still works for me, and it's I like that. I like when people throw a wrinkle into stories and they throw something in there, a character or something that you just kind of unexpected, and you don't know where it's going to go. Like you don't know kind of where the character came from, what their motivation is, and it leaves a lot of open possibilities for the show down the line. And I think that's why I've kind of dug the character recently.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because like her house was with Death Watch, but then either she broke off or her family broke off from Death Watch, but they're not part of that anymore. So they're kind of Mandalorian, they're kind of Death Watch, but they're kind of not. And then she grew up, with her best friend, and their goal was to get in the Black Sun. It was a lifelong goal. And
which isn't exactly the highest peak of the of the galaxy, but I guess it is a pretty big criminal organization there, so why not?
And with the new wave coming out, she's going to be a cross faction pilot. She's going to be, in Scum with the Shadowcaster.
And I'm absolutely interested in seeing that, just to kind of see how that plays. And I can't remember if we saw what her skill was in that, or if it was kind of covered up.
Yeah, it actually is. If you fire at someone with and they're in your auxiliary firing arc, you get a bonus focus result added to your total. So, and she can take 2 glitter stim. So she's kind of
that's right.
So she's going to be her backstory. I wouldn't be surprised if in Rebels she's a glitter stim addict.
I don't know. She's pretty young to have glitter stim as an addiction, but who knows these days?
Well, she's gonna have it next wing when she comes out. That's for sure.
Kids these days, man, they get into like glitter stim real early.
Yeah, that's true.
They put it in the paste.
Put it in the paste.
All right. So that's good. I just I wanted to say like favorite characters of the moment, just kind of whatever's rattling around your brain.